Hello. You've caught me thinking about things that are hard.
You know, difficult, challenging. And as we get closer to Christmas, there are all sorts of difficult and challenging things we have to prepare for. If you're a parent, it might mean making tough choices.
I think he'd like this one.
It might mean enduring the annual Christmas family argument.
Look, I'll say it once, and I'll say it again. Jar Jar is the best character. I mean,
What?
Yeah, I mean, like
What
when
are you saying?
I'm saying that Jar Jar, to his credit,
How
you know,
much
as a
eggnog have
kid,
you had?
I've had a fair bit of eggnog,
Well,
but to be fair,
That is the only explanation.
It could also mean facing seemingly insurmountable gaming obstacles, like collecting really difficult trophies from your yearly backlog. If you like a challenge, 2024 was a good year for terrifically troublesome trophies. If you don't, then tough luck. It was a good year for terrifically troublesome trophies. Don't worry though, because you can listen to me talk about them for you, which is pretty much the same as getting them yourself, right?
So, here are 7 of the hardest PlayStation trophies of 2024.
The first really hard trophy of 2024 comes from fantastic indie game 9 Souls. This Sekiro-esque Metroidvania hasn't been out long on PlayStation, but it quickly found its way into the Best Looking Games of the Year club thanks to its stylish hand-drawn art and beautiful presentation. The devs have even given the setting its own adjective, Tau-punk.
Tao is a concept in Eastern philosophy which roughly translates as the path or the way, which is funny because there is no way you will earn this trophy.
That's because 9 Souls is also a member of the Most Difficult Games of the Year club. In fact, it's so difficult that the rarest trophy besides the Platinum is the Fight Through Hardship trophy, which simply requires you to beat the game.
Simply. Oh, sorry, could you simply bench press this mountain?
Seriously, at the time of writing, only 4.7% of players have this trophy, meaning fewer than 1 in 20 people who've started 9 Souls have gone on to finish it, which should act as a pretty clear indicator of how difficult this trophy is, if the footage on screen didn't make that clear enough.
I mean, that wasn't even my gameplay capture. I got staff writer Connor to do it because I was just too ashamed of my own.
Difficult trophy number 2 is really 2 trophies, and they come from the easy, not hard, very completable game Dragon's Dogma 2. These trophies are the Guardian and the Hero.
They both require work in the post-game, so already you're being asked to do more than you had to do for the last entry.
Once you've beaten the game, you have to reload your completed game save, have a chat with a ghost, and stab yourself on a dragon mid-flight. Don't ask. After all of that, you'll find yourself in the unmoored world.
It's basically the same as the main world, except it's just red now, and enemies find it even easier to kill you than they did before.
Inside this devastated hellscape, you need to kill new types of dragon called Purgeonors, and they can only be killed by attacking their weak points, completely different to all the other bosses in the game. Oh dear, there are also regular quests to do, but you'll have to wade through the sea to get to them. And I don't mean a sea of water, the water dried up and was replaced by skeletons and zombies. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, and all of this is against the clock, as you only get 7 in-game days before the thick fog descends and prevents you from completing these quests at all.
Time management. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
If you've managed to do all of that, congratulations, you've got the Hero Trophy. To get the Guardian Trophy, assuming you also completed every side quest available up to that point, you now have to go and evacuate all the citizens that were stupid enough to stick around in the unmoored world. Naturally, this involves lots more killing while trying not to die yourself, but the reward is worth it, the Guardian Trophy.
And all of that before you've actually got the true ending, which is an entirely different trophy. Good luck.
Our next entry is the May Your Death Be Swift trophy from The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Delighted as we were with the upgrades of Part 2 Remastered, the biggest upgrade was definitely the addition of no return mode.
Don't worry, pretty water graphics, still love you.
This is a roguelike mode involving you fighting through 5 normal stages and then beating a boss fight at the end. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, it's not easy at all. The normal stages can be any mixture of 4 modes with enemy types from throughout the game across random maps, with each stage affected by modifiers that might help but might equally make things even harder. One particularly nasty example makes the enemies invisible. How are you supposed to beat that?
I mean, I can handle clickers, but I draw the line at clickers with superpowers.
To earn the May Your Death Be Swift trophy, you need to play on grounded difficulty, which means only 1 life and no HUD. And if that wasn't enough, the trophy is for completing the daily run, a challenge that rotates every 24 hours and at which you get 1 shot. So no practice beforehand, which is pretty essential when it comes to no return mode.
The trophy is aptly named, I suppose. My deaths certainly were swift and very frequent.
Entry number 4 in this list of the hardest PlayStation trophies of 2024 is Gone in 360 Seconds from Helldivers 2, which is not based on the Nicolas Cage film,
But is every bit as fun.
Take from that what you will. The trophy asks you to complete a blitz mission on extreme difficulty in under 6 minutes. On one hand, extreme difficulty is a blessing because it's not actually the hardest difficulty. On the other hand, it is still really hard. Plus, you actually have slightly less than 6 minutes, as Helldivers 2 counts the time between getting into the extraction ship and the game declaring mission complete.
Giving you a sneaky disadvantage before you even start. How very sporting.
Maybe this is possible for veteran Helldivers squads with hundreds of successful raids under their belts, but given most of my experience with Helldivers 2 revolves around repeatedly killing my teammates,
Yeah, accidentally.
and then getting eaten by bugs, let's just say I won't be adding this one to my trophy collection anytime soon.
Sorry.
Difficult trophy number 5 is 7-Star Hotel from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and this is one I've been struggling with since the game came out back in February. The trophy requires you to add all possible items to Johnny's treasure trove for his seaside inn.
Now, that might not sound like much to non-Rebirth players, but I can assure you it is.
To start with, there are 88 collectibles, and that's not a small number. Secondly, you can only get these items if you complete every minigame and get all their rewards, often on the hardest difficulty. And there are 28 minigames. So really, the trophy is about mastering all of these games within a game.
It's like a Russian doll of a trophy, you know, a platinum trophy, or as good as, hidden inside an even larger platinum trophy.
It's not like these mini-games are a walk in the park either. For every easy breezy cactuar caper, there's a run wild or a 3D brawler. And don't even get me started on Glide de Chocobo. Even when you get to grips with some of them, you'll get halfway through and suddenly be hit with a difficulty spike as big and obnoxious as the Shinra building itself. And the other problem is that every time I'm playing Gears and Gambits or Fort Condor, all I want to do is play Queen's Blood instead, because Queen's Blood is amazing and deserves a Game of the Year nomination on its own.
Yeah, that's why I've not got this trophy yet. It's because I just really like playing Queen's Blood. It's definitely not because I can't do it.
The penultimate trophy on this list of very hard trophies in 2024 is one I readily admit I just cannot do, and I will never be able to do. The 2 Turbo to Fail trophy from Trombone Champ Unflattened requires you complete a song on turbo mode to perfection. No mistakes, no missed notes, no unhappy audience members.
I'm going to try doing that now for you. Just see if you can recognise this song.
Guess what this song is. Go on, guess. Yeah, I'm never earning this trophy. Here we are then. The final trophy on this list could well be the single hardest trophy of 2024. From the poker roguelite sensation that is Balatro, it's completionist plus.
Even the name of this trophy is intimidating. You know, completionist is bad enough, But completionist plus what?
Plus pain, apparently, given the trophy requires you earn a gold sticker on every Joker card in the game. This task is no laughing matter. You have to unlock every single Joker card for a total of 150. You then need a gold sticker on each Joker, which means winning a gold stake run with that Joker card equipped, for all 150 of them.
It's not impossible though. Not technically anyway.
Even if you were blessed by the random number gods themselves, even after investing the immense amount of effort it takes to unlock every Joker, you would still need a minimum of 30 winning runs afterwards. Bear in mind, each of those runs requires a sequence of 5 Joker cards you've not used before, and that work well enough together to actually help you win.
Still not impossible though. I mean, neither is like flying to Pluto, but I'm probably not going to be doing that anytime soon either.
And don't forget, Gold Stake difficulty is the highest of 7 difficulty settings. So, with all that combined, you're looking at a minimum of 30 runs on the hardest difficulty of a notoriously difficult game. A challenge so fiendish, only 0.5% of the player base has overcome it.
You know what? I think I'm just going to be part of the 99.5% and have a mince pie. Cheers.
And that is our list of the 7 hardest PlayStation trophies of 2024. You won't get a trophy for it, but we will preemptively say thanks if you like this video. If there are any trophies we've missed, let us know in the comments below. Subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss any of these videos when they go live every Friday. See you next week.
PlayStation